Hello folks, welcome to the final day of the week, the Friday trade recap and forecast. I was in an Aussie US dollar trade, just got taken out for a nice profit. So we will go into that a bit later, but first we're starting with the usual suspect, which is Euro US dollar. So for this pair, there were a couple of opportunities to enter. So market was clearly starting to trend here. And at no point did I have an order on for this pair. So right here I was seeing this ascending, and then markets clearly started to impulse to the upside. As you can see here, we started a nice uptrend. It's not really that strong, but it is looking good. One warning sign for me was on the Euro US dollar. I'm very patient. So for me, when we see breaks with just one candle, I'm definitely looking for more evidence. So yeah, I was waiting to see one more candle up here. I did not have a pending long order at this point. I wanted to see another push. Instead, market retraced and then continued to the upside. And then we got another impulse up. Also at this point, I did not have an order on because we kind of started to ascend. I mean, the moves were getting smaller. You can just compare the size of this candle, then this candle, then this one, then these two. They're just getting smaller and smaller, so kind of ascending, not really trending. And as I just said, on Euro US dollar, I tend to be the most patient out of all of the pairs. At this point, also no order on because it would have engulfed 3 candles, so that's a big warning sign. And then what happened next? Well, the market kind of retraced and then created a V reversal, so also no trade for me. Broke the low, retraced, broke the low, created a huge wick, expected a range at that point, and is now ranging as expected. So because we created this V reversal and we broke the low, retraced, I definitely expected this larger, wider range. So for Monday, I don't believe we will get any entries today, but for Monday, I will see if we potentially get an impulse to the downside, because I am seeing a V reversal formation, I'm seeing a range, and I'm seeing a potential move to the downside. If that happens, I will look for an entry. We can also impulse to the upside, get a nice uptrend, looking to buy in that case. But what I'm expecting, because Mondays and Tuesdays are range bound days, I'm expecting a larger range in this area. That's about it for EU. Highest probability is for it to go down on Monday, of course. Today I'm only trading until 5 p.m. London time, so yeah, don't expect any setups to form. Euro Japanese yen, at no point here did I have an order on, so maybe some people had a short order on right here, but for me didn't fit my plan. This descending was not well defined. This push was good, but again, prior price action was not looking that conducive, and the entry would have engulfed these 2 candles. So another warning sign. On the Euro and the Japanese yen, we usually don't want to see a large engulfing pullback in most cases, but if it's a really high probability setup, then we can tolerate it. So yeah, even if you did have an order on, you would have not been tagged, and then we created a V reversal. Euro Japanese yen is really known for moving down or up and then just reversing the whole move. So we created a larger V reversal. We broke the high, retraced, and I'm now expecting a range like this, and I'm expecting a push up. In that case, I will look to buy. But to be honest, I just expect also that we just create a larger range, because on Monday and Tuesday, ranges do happen. If we shoot down, then maybe we create another V range, push down, look to sell in that case. So currently this is looking very range bound. I'm really not seeing any potential in this setup. It is just really not doing anything particular, and the overall price was very range bound, as we saw here. Also, there was a reversal opportunity right here. For me, didn't fit my plan. The ascending was not well defined. I think I talked about this on Wednesday, so yeah, just this one did not fit my plan. The prior price action was pretty crappy, and I just did not want to risk it. So yeah, moving on to the Aussie and US dollar. For this one, So I'm definitely looking for a trade right now, so I will go over that a bit later. But I was in a long trade right here. So let's replay this. Prior price action started trending, so this prior move was not really looking that good. I was not seeing anything giving me confidence. But then we saw a push up, pullback, push up, pullback, and another push. Look at how the impulse is closed. No wick, no wick, no wick. So clean close, clean close, clean close. After a clean close, most of the time price tends to continue trending with the overall trend. So I was very happy to place a pending long order. I saw no momentum shift in the prior pullback. It was a small pullback. And yeah, market was trending. It was, I believe, Thursday. Yeah, trending market Thursday. Clean closes. This is just a textbook trade on the Aussie US dollar. No brainer, not even thinking about it. Placing an order immediately, especially after this nice large push with again a clean close. I got tagged in, price moved up, and then I managed to, it almost took me out here, but then it went up again, broke the high again, and I managed to bank a little bit of percentage, so around 1%. I did manage to bank around 1%, which is really, really good. I'm really happy with that result. It was a really textbook, no-brainer trade. Unfortunately, price did not continue trending to the upside, but it did give us some nice percentage. So that is the importance of having a trailing stop loss. Then there was a reversal opportunity right here. So maybe some people had an order on like a short order right here with a 12 pip stop, but for me this one did not fit my plan for a couple of reasons. So this ascending for me was looking good. I did like this ascending, but what I did not like is first the large wick on the bottom, and that the entry candle would engulf two candles, as you can see here. So this would have been our entry level, and the entry candle would have definitely eaten up two candles, which on the Aussie US dollar is a big warning sign. So yeah, that is the reason why I did not have an order on. And I believe if anyone did have an order on, they would now be tagged in and they would be in this trade. What I'm definitely looking for here is I'm looking for a push down, this pullback like we have now, and then a continuation, then a break and retest right here. That is definitely on my radar. So yeah, if this happens, if we got the push, we got a small pullback, if we continue with a clean close, nice push, nice break, I'm definitely putting a short pending order at this most recent high level. So yeah, let's see if that happens, or potentially a larger push and then a flag. I'm expecting this to start trending down because after an ascending, we do expect the price to reverse to the downside. So let's move on. Of course, we can also just continue ranging like this. That can also happen. It all depends on the price action. So Aussie Japanese yen heavily range bound, had no order on at any point. And what I'm seeing now, I'm seeing a V reversal right here. I'm seeing a potential range start to form, and I am expecting for this to shoot to the upside, but I will be waiting for a really clean setup, a really clean price action, because the overall price action is heavily range bound. As I said, there is a liquidity area here. So we need to see how price breaks into this area, and this price action is just not giving me any confidence. I'm seeing also large wicks everywhere, so loads of large wicks everywhere. So that is another indication that the price will continue to be range bound. On Monday, I'm waiting for, or maybe today, I'm waiting for more of a push here and then a break and retest trade, or more of a push here and then a nice flag to the upside. Anything else, if we shoot down or if we just continue ranging, I'm expecting more range bound price action. So what I want to see a breakout out of the structure. So a nice breakout to the upside or a nice breakout to the downside. So let me now just see how Aussie US dollar closed. Let's see it. Okay, so it did not break the low. Aussie US dollar did not break the low. So I'm still waiting to see if potentially this will shoot through the low and then give me a break and retest trade. But it does not look promising now because we created double wicks. So to be honest, I'm expecting a range now. I don't really see that this will break the low with high momentum, but it can. Nothing is guaranteed, so we will see how the next candle closes. Yeah, for this one I'm waiting for more of an impulse and then I will be looking to buy. The pound looks very, very range bound. Now I did not have an order on at any point here, so right here price broke to the upside, but it started slowing down. You can really see it starting to slow down. You can see this, the size of this move, the size of these candles, and just compared to the size of the prior impulse, you can definitely notice a clear slowdown in price. Maybe a potential ascending starting to form. Then we created a V reversal, broke up, pulled back, broke up again. At this point I also did not have an order on for a couple of reasons. First one, clear ascending structure. Price is definitely starting to ascend, and also when I see a setup like this, a V and then a V and then we just break by a little. We break just by one candle, we retrace, and then we break again with just one candle. Usually these setups give us a larger range and they fail. What I'm looking for with a V reversal is a larger second leg and then a potential break and retest. For this one, this just barely broke the high and then retraced and broke the high again, and you will see that it actually retraced. This would have been a 1% loss if I was order on here. So I did avoid a 1% loss, which is really good. That is exactly why I avoid these sort of setups where just barely breaks, retraces, and breaks again with just one candle and retraces. So now you know for a potential thing you can backtest. Just look at how these sort of setups play out. Usually they fail. So now I'm seeing a larger range here. And you know, on the pound, I'm only interested in one sort of a setup. That is large momentum, pullback, and then a break and retest trade. That is my cream of the crop, best setup for this pair. Every other setup sort of fails. So looking for that also to the downside. On Monday, I will be looking for large momentum up or large momentum down. Currently, I'm seeing a range bound market, and I'm expecting more of this range bound market to continue. For the New Zealand Japanese yen, this one is looking also very, very range bound. We were ascending here, but then we did not get any potential entries. So price was really not showing us what we needed to see after an ascending. What I wanted to see is some nice conviction, a nice downtrend. Then I would look for entry setups. What we got instead is, well, we broke the low, got some momentum, broke the low again, retraced, broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced, and then just started with this crappy price action, created an ascending channel into a descending channel, into another ascending. I'm expecting more range-bound price action. This is not showing me any potential for a trend. What I am spotting is a small V reversal and a range. So on Monday, I will look to see if this potentially starts trending to the upside, gives me a nice break and retest, or starts trending up, gives me a nice flag like this. That's about it for NJ. Nothing to see really here. As I said, loads of wicks everywhere. Another indication that the price will continue to be range bound. That's it for the forecast. Had a really good Aussie US dollar trade. Market is really active this month. Be on your toes, be patient, follow the plan, but there are definitely some moves cooking up. So you need to be watching the markets closely. Just don't get into FOMO and do respect your plan. That's it. See you guys on Monday.